All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving deep into a mystery that'll leave you wondering what's real and what's not.
It's a good one.
Yeah. The Huang Yankee incident.
Hmm.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. A classic.
Oh, yeah. And there's so much to it.
Yeah.
So we're talking historical accounts, official documents, witness testimonies. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of evidence is what always gets me about this one.
Yeah. And it all points to this young farmer from China just teleporting. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, you hear teleportation and you might think science fiction.
Right.
But this has some grounding in reality. I mean, it's not just a story.
Yeah. We have actual police records, military reports. It's wild.
Yeah. And what's really intriguing is that each teleportation incident, each one is unique. Each one has these really bizarre details, and they're all verified.
Okay, so let's back up a bit for those who maybe haven't heard of this case.
Sure.
It all starts in 1977, July 27th, 1977. Our main guy here, Huang Yankee, he's a young farmer, like 20 years old, living in a small village in China. Hasn't really ever left his village.
Right.
One night, he goes to bed, like normal. Next morning, gone, vanished, poof.
Yeah, the family must have been freaking out.
Oh, totally. They search everywhere, can't find a trace of him. Days go by, they're starting to lose hope. Then, out of the blue, they get a telegram from the Shanghai police.
Telegram. Wow.
Yeah, in 1977.
Yeah, that's how they did it back then.
Right. And that telegram says that Huang is at a homeless shelter in Shanghai,
Hundreds of miles away.
hundreds of miles away.
And we're not talking about a quick drive or anything. Like, this is rural China in the 70s. No high-speed trains, no easy travel.
No. And that's what makes this telegram so important. It's a physical piece of evidence. It's got the date, the time, the location.
It puts him in a specific place.
Exactly. So we've got that. Plus, his family and everyone in the village, they all swear he was home the night before.
So where'd he go?
Right. And that brings us to Huang's story, which is where things get really, really weird.
Okay, I'm ready.
So he says he woke up under a tree, but not in his village.
Oh.
Nope. He's in Nanjing, which is, over 300 miles from his home.
So not quite Shanghai, but getting closer.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
someone dropped him off partway.
That is really weird.
Right. So he's there, under this tree, totally confused. And then 2 men approach him.
Okay, here we go.
These 2 men are wearing, get this, white uniforms.
Uniform.
Like naval uniforms, he says. And they're not, like, menacing or anything. They actually seem pretty helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. They tell him to go to Shanghai, specifically to this homeless shelter. And get this, they buy him a train ticket.
They buy him a ticket.
All right. It's not like they just pointed him in the right direction.
Right. They're like invested in him getting to this shelter.
Yeah. And then as soon as he gets on the train, they vanish. And it gets weirder because then when he gets to Shanghai, they reappear at the train station to guide him to the shelter.
They're like his personal teleportation chaperones or something.
Yes, like they were making sure he got there safely, but without anyone else noticing them.
Okay, so we have these teleportations verified by official records.
Right.
But then we have this story, Huang's story, about these mysterious men in uniforms.
Who vanish and reappear and buy him train tickets. It's a lot to process.
It is. It really makes you wonder what their motive was.
Yeah.
Like, why all this secrecy?
Yeah. What was the point of all of this? And the bigger question, who are these men?
Right. And those are just the questions from the first teleportation. This is just the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Things are about to get even wilder. Just wait till you hear what happens next. Okay, so teleportation number 1. Definitely strange, right?
Yeah.
But buckle up, because things are about to get even crazier. It's only a month later.
Okay.
And Huang, he disappears again. But this time, it's not like he just woke up somewhere else. This time, people saw him disappear.
Oh, wow. So we have witnesses.
We have witnesses. He's at home talking to his family. And poof, he's just gone, vanished into thin air.
Right in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard to explain away.
It is. And to make things even more mysterious, after he disappears, they find a message carved into the wall of his house.
A message. Like what kind of message?
It says, Shandong Gao Dengmin Gao Yanjin. Don't worry.
Okay. Names. So maybe these are our mysterious men.
Possibly. But who are they? Accomplices? Or is this like a red herring, a clue meant to throw people off?
Ooh, I like that. A red herring.
Right. So much mystery.
So where does Huang end up this time?
You're probably thinking Shanghai, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that seems to be the pattern so far.
You'd be right. It is Shanghai, but it's not the homeless shelter.
Oh,
This time, he materializes inside a military base.
a military base. Whoa. Things are escalating.
Yeah. And it's not just any spot on the base. He's inside the home of one of the officers.
Okay, hold on. How did he even get past security? Military bases aren't exactly known for their open-door policy.
Exactly. And here's another wild detail. The officer he ends up with. Turns out, he's related to the woman who helped Huang's family get him back from the shelter the first time.
Okay, that's too specific to be just a coincidence. It's like there's some kind of connection, some reason he's being drawn to these specific people.
Right. And you're not going to believe this, but Huang says those two men in uniforms,
Yeah,
they were there too, guiding him to this officer's house.
so they can get onto a military base undetected. That's a whole other level of strain.
And they're wearing army uniforms this time, by the way.
They're really committing to the bit, huh?
It's crazy. So naturally, the military, they're freaking out. They launch a full investigation, interrogations, security checks.
Did they find anything?
Nope. No one saw these guys. There's no record of them entering or leaving the base. And we're not talking about a simple fence to hop either.
Right, right. You said earlier it involved buses and a ferry just to get to this base.
Yeah.
So either these guys are masterminds of infiltration or something else is going on.
Something else is definitely going on. So remember those names from the message? Gao Ningmin and Yanjin. The police, they investigated. They searched all over Shandong province. Guess what? Nothing. No record of anyone with those names.
It's like they're ghosts. Real ghosts.
Mm.
Not the metaphorical kind.
Right. So we've got 2 teleportations, witnesses, official records, cryptic messages, and these mysterious men who appear and disappear at will. And guess what? It doesn't end there.
Oh, come on. There's more.
10 days later, Huang disappears again,
No way.
this time while walking home from the fields.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Where does he go this time?
This time, he doesn't just go to one place. He goes on a 9-day tour of China.
A tour or what?
A tour
Yeah.
of major cities all across the country and his tour guides.
Let me guess. The 2 mysterious men.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
This is insane, but also kind of awesome. Like, imagine getting a free instant teleportation tour of China.
Yeah, but with mysterious, possibly non-existent men.
True, true. But still, teleporting to Beijing. Sign me up.
So what was the point of this tour? Why whisk this farmer all over China?
Well, according to Huang, during this trip, the men finally revealed their names.
Wait, really?
Yep. They said they were, you guessed it, Geldingmin and Gao Yanjin.
No way. So they were real people. Maybe. And their reason for all this, they wanted Huang to, quote, see the world.
See the world, like they're philanthropists of teleportation.
It seems so. But even if we accept that, how does any of this work?
Yeah, the logistics are mind-boggling. I mean, Huang described instantaneous travel like Beijing to Tianjin in an hour. That's already impossible. But then Shenyang to Fuzhou, that's over 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
And it took the same amount of time.
Right. It's like distance meant nothing to them. And think about this. No luggage, no money ever changing hands. They just provided food, lodging, everything.
It's like they had unlimited resources.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they were bending the rules of time and space somehow.
And that brings us to some of the really fascinating details of Huang's story. The things that really make you wonder. Okay, so teleporting tour guides, right? But the thing is, Huang's story, it's not just a vague description. He remembers specific things.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, for instance, he talks about seeing this particular opera in Beijing. But get this. Researchers later found out that the theater where he claimed to have seen this opera, it was closed at the time for renovations.
Oh, wow. So either he got the time wrong or...
Or it was different Beijing.
Whoa. Okay, that's kind of creepy.
Right, and there's more. He mentioned asking his guides to teach him how to fly.
You wanted flying lessons?
He did, but they refused.
So they're willing to teleport him all over China, but draw the line at flight school.
Apparently? It's like they had a plan. Show him the world, but keep some secrets.
Okay, so what are we left with? Alien abduction, government experiment, hoax.
I wish I had a simple answer for you. But the Huang Yankee incident, it just doesn't fit neatly into any box.
Yeah, it makes you question, like, what's even possible?
Right. But even if we say, okay, maybe Huang's story about the men and the tour, maybe that's not all true. We still have those teleportations.
The official reports.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something happened, something that we can't explain.
It's a reminder that there's still so much out there that we don't understand.
Absolutely. So, to everyone listening, think about this for a second. If you could teleport anywhere in the world, where would you go? What would you want to see? What mysteries would you try to solve?
It's a good question to think about.
It is. And who knows, maybe someday teleportation won't be just a mystery. Maybe it'll be reality. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and thanks for joining us on this deep dive.